Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to do a complete Python project for a data analyst. So this video is very important to those who are learning Python for data analyst. So let me tell you quickly that what we will cover in this video. So we will see the complete EDA part, which is exploratory data analysis, which is most important part of for the every data analyst, and then we will solve nine most important questions related to this project. Then we will visualize on that with multiple chart and graph, and finally we will prepare report on this project. Okay, so now let me tell you which data set we are going to do to use for this project. So I have USA 12-month sales data with the 12 different CSV files. Okay, and also I will share this like a complete raw data like a Python file, project report link, and the raw material data in the description box, so you can check it out and you can download from there. So let's start. So guys, let's start this project. So this project name is like analysis on USA sales data. So I have 1 year USA sales data. Let me show you the data. So this is like a data file. So I'm having a 12-month data, like month wise 1 year data. Okay. So I will import all these like Excel file into the Python Jupyter notebook. So let me go to the Python Jupyter and let me show you that how you will import the data and on which data, like on which question we will perform the analysis. So I'm having the particular question. Let me zoom in out first, so you can see that here. So there is a problem statement on which I have to work and I will give the analysis. So there is a, I collected like nine question. So in this nine question I will perform the analysis and give the like report on this. Okay, so first is find sales trends month wise. Second is what is the preferred day most people place the order. Third, third one is this third. Third one, what time most people place the order, and find max, average, and mean price for the order product. And fifth one is find top 5 most selling products like this. Okay, so there is 9 question on this. I will be perform analysis. So for doing this project, we need to import some like libraries. So first is like I'm importing Pandas library. Second with numpy, and then Matplotlib and Seaborn OS, and Matplotlib import CM, and for colors I imported. Okay, so before going deep inside, first of all we have to work on data EDA part, because EDA is the most important part to like analysis the data and making clean the data, and then finally we can perform report and visualization over that. Okay, so because EDA is exploratory data analysis, so in this part we are doing many things on the data to understand and how to clean the data. So everything will understand in EDA part. Okay, so how to clean the data and proper data, so that there will be no any duplicates, no any null value, no consistency in the data. So let's start at EDA first. So first of all we will understand the data, and before that I can just import the data. So how will I import? So there is a import. I import OS, and then what I give the path is where I like my file stored. So my file in this folder here is, you can see that this is the path, so I can put that path there. Okay, so then after that I did I run this loop, is a for loop in for I in os dot list directory path. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just copying this path here, and then I'm applying the condition that take only those file which is ended with like a CVS. So this file format is a CSV file format. So it this list will consider only those file which is ended with CSV extension. Okay, so let me show you CSV underscore file what is storing. Okay, so let me run this. So once, okay, before that I have to run this library first. Okay, I run this. Okay, So once I run this, so in the CSV file, this is the list. This is the list which is storing the name of the file. All files like 12-month file data is name is collected here in this CSV underscore file variable. Okay, so I got this data. Later I defined empty like a list. On this list, what I will do, I just again run one for loop in the each file CSV file name on this. So I will iterate on this data. On this data I will iterate one by one. It will pick the name of the month. Okay, so I will, what I'm doing here, I'm just importing the data and reading data. Okay, if you did previously any project or imported any Excel or CVS or any file, then you will doing by this like pd.read. Pd means like a panda libraries, and read underscore csv path. So I'm just giving the path only. So this path is come here. Then I'm concatenating the this file name, this one. Okay, this will come on place of I. So what it will do, it will complete the path and import that file and store into the df. Okay, df variable. Then I'm just doing appending the all variable name, this name into the in this list. Okay, so dfs dot append and df. So it will store into the dfs. So let me show you what dfs will store here. So if I just run dfs, then you will got to know that DFS is storing this the data. Like it's all data is stored in all files data is stored in DFS. If you want to check the first one, then you can just give the index DFS 0. Okay, now you got. So this is the first column, first Excel data CSV data, which is came index 0. So what is storing this? This is order ID, product, quantity ordered, price each, order date, and purchase address. Okay, if you see DFS1, you can check. If you see DFS1, then you will get another one. Okay, so there is a 12 file CSV file, and then one by one you can check each one. So what I'm doing, I'm just next doing the concatenation, because I have a 12 file. So I need to in one file, that's why I need to do concatenation. So next I did I'm storing in df. It's a pd dot concatenate. There is a method in pandas which is concatenate. So I'm concatenating is this all data frames into in one single data frame. That's why so I'm doing concatenation. Okay. So once you will concatenate, then you can check the df. Df will store complete data. Okay, so now I got complete data here. You can check the rows. Rows are increased. If you check only dfs 0, then you will find only first a csv file data. Okay, so dfs 0 is storing 18,383 rows and 6 column. And if you check in dfs1, then how much data is this? Here is a 12,011 data. And if you check dfs2 3, then you will get 12,036 data. Like every file having a different kind of rows and data. So in the df, like I concatenating every file in a single file. Then your what concatenating doing here, concatenating is just doing kind of stack, like is taking the first csv data and then putting the another at the top of that, and then another kind of this, it will store in the single file. So that's why its total number of rows increased, and it will become 18 lakhs 1,86,850 data. Okay, and column is same because every file has the same number of column. Okay, now so from here you got to know that what is the file and how you imported the file, and then how you concatenating the file into the single file. Okay, now move to the next. So analysis. So what I will do, like I'm doing df dot head. What do you mean by this? Df dot head means it will head is showing by default only 5 rows of your data frames. Okay, so there is a all columns. So there is 6 column: order id, product and quantity ordered, price each, order date and purchase address. Okay, so there is a 5 column showing. If you want to only one column, you can put one here and you can run only one column will show. If you want 10 column, you can put 10 here. You will 10 rows will visible here. So this kind of head is working. Okay, now I wanted only 5 rows, so it will visible 5 rows. Now next what I'm doing, I'm just now performing the EDA, so I will do everything to understand the data, then I will visualize later. So next I'm doing df.shape. Shape will tell you the how many column are there and rows are there in your data frame. So once you run this, you will get 1,86,850 rows and 6 column. Okay, so like everything, keep in mind that there is a how much rows and how much column are there in your data. Just keep in mind. Okay, now moving forward, then I'm doing checking null value and treating them. Like I'm just checking that is there any null value in our data. If is there, then I need to remove that data. Okay, so for that what you need to do, it's a data frame, like this data frame. Then I'm just doing is null. Is null is the method to check the null value in the data. So let me remove this and run this one, data frame dot is null. So I'm just checking that is there any null value in our data. So I'm just running this. So once you run, I will got this. So where is put true, it means that data there is in place, this is there is a null value, there is null value. And I think row number this is completely null, so that's why it's showing true. Okay, and in place where is a false, it means there is some data. So I just wanted to check that how many rows are there which is completely null. So I'm just doing sum. Once we will do sum, so it will add. Okay, so in order id there is a 545 rows which is null. In product is the same, like in every column there is a 545 rows are null. So what, how you will treat that, you need to delete the null value, because I don't want null data in our data frame. So that's why what I will do, let me check so okay, so this is the null value is showing in each column. So I wanted to check that in complete row like this, let me show you. So by this way, like in the row number 1 is true, 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 everywhere is true. It means in this complete row is null value is present. If is there false, it means here and here is a true, but here is false, it means complete row is not null. So I'm just finding that in my data how many is row which is completely null. So by for this I'm just checking by this method. Okay, I'm just putting here it's some and just doing this. Okay, so by this way, like putting is null dot all, and in all method I'm just passing x is equal to 1. So it will check that complete row is null or not. So I'm doing sum. If you remove this one and run this one, then it will give that which one is completely null. So I saw the by this removing this sum here, I saw that row number 1 is showing true, like complete row is null here. So I'm just wanted to check that how many rows are there which is completely null. So I'm just doing dot sum, so it will add that rows. Okay, so there are 545 rows which is completely null. So I think it's showing correct that in every column there is 545 rows which is null. So I need to remove that one. So how you will remove? So for removing that one, I need to follow that method. It's a data frame df dot drop na. Drop na means it will drop row na values, which is I'm just doing how equal to all. How equal to all means I'm just removing the rows which is completely taking null values. Okay, I'm doing in place true. In place true means like it will remove your null values from this data frame, and it will change it will affect in your current data frame. Like if you remove this one from here, it will change, like it will remove the null values from the your data, but it will not apply in this data frame. You need to store in another data frame. That's why I'm just doing in place true, means in the same data it will reflect that, like it will remove from the same data frame. That's why I'm just doing in place true. So I believe you got that. What do you mean by in place true? Again I'm telling you, if you like write here in place true, it means your like a drop null value is like drop na will work on same data frame and remove all null rows from this data frame, and it will store into the data frame only. Okay, so it will removed, I think, and now your data, you can check here, is the rows are decreased. You can check a web how many rows are there. It was 850, now it's 305 rows only. So some rows are deleted. Okay, now what I'm doing next in EDA, doing df.info. What it will do, df.info will give the information about your data frame. So I'm just running this, you can check right now. Okay, so this is showing that it's a column. So how many are column, and column names are there, and there is a null value. So this is showing that not null values. Okay, so the column name is not null. So a 1,86,305 rows are there which is not null. Okay, it will count not null. And d type means data type. So how many your column and the data type. Okay, so this column is data order id, data type is object, product data type is object. So everyone is object only data type. So I'm just like thinking here that order id should be like integer, but data type is object. So I will treat later about this, because you know I need an integer for order id, because order id in this, if taking the integer value, then I can convert it into int. And product is like a product name, so I think product name object is good, no problem. But if you go through the quantity ordered, so quantity I think always in the number, so it should be int. Okay, I will change this later. And price, each price also is integer, so it should be integer. So I just detected one thing, that or like a d type, like data type of your column, you need to change. Okay, so in the EDA I detected this one. Okay, next, let me move next. What I will do next, checking duplicate rows in the data set. So I checked that null values and I treated that. And how I treated, I removed that by drop na. By drop na I removed that null values. Now let me doing checking duplicates row in the data set. So how you will check, like I'm just doing data frame dot duplicated telling that which rows are duplicate. So let me remove this first, then show you. Okay, so it's showing index here, and it's showing that duplicated or not. Okay, so let me do add that how many rows are duplicated. So there is 1162 rows are there which is duplicated. So I need to treat this also, because I don't want duplicate data in our data frame. So how you will treat, how will remove that? So for removing this duplicate data, you need to go data frame dot drop duplicates. Okay, and keep equal to first in place equal to true. It means drop duplicates will drop the duplicate data, and keep equal to first means I wanted to first row, like a first duplicate row in keep, like I wanted that, I don't want to remove, and rest of that data I wanted to remove. That's why I just written here keep equal to first. And in place true, I believe you got through that in place true means I wanted to change in same data frame. Okay, then Again, once you will run this, I again wanted to check that is duplicated row removed or not. So let me run this. So once I run, I got duplicated row 0. Now here was 1000 162. Now I got duplicate row is 0. So I am changing in same data frame. That's why I am just written in place equal to true. If you write if you remove in place equal to true, then it will this changes will not reflect in this data. Okay, now again wanted to check that shape. So if you check the shape, like 1,85,000, initially it was 86,000. Now rows are deleted, like because some rows are deleted due to duplicates row, some rows are deleted due to null values. Okay, now move to next EDA part, which is what I will do, checking unique values in the each column. So I just wanted to check that how many unique values are in each column. So for that, what I did, like I just took one empty variable, one empty dictionary, and storing a unique variable. Then I am running one for loop, which is for I equal to for I in df dot column. So what it will do, df dot column will give you, let me take one cell here and show you. Okay, so df dot column will give you the column names. Okay, you can check here. So df dot column will give order ID, product, and quantity, order, price. Like 6 column is will be stored in here, and I will I will like iterate on each column name. Okay, so I run this for loop. Then I'm doing unique, and then I wanted to say that store every column name, and against this you need to store the unique values of each column name. Okay, you got my point. I believe that it's a data frame, it will come data frame, and here is come to the column name, and it will store. Let me explain this is separately. Okay, you can check here. It will be like more easy to understand. In place of I am just putting what, it's column name only. Okay, product is the column name. Okay, so what is it is doing, it is storing in the unique variable. I'm storing that is a product. In the product column, how many unique are there. So let me remove this and then we run this. Okay, so in product column I'm just checking the removes like unique. Then I got this is the unique values which is storing in the product column. So I'm just checking in every column. That's why I'm just taking help from the for loop, because for loop will iterate in each column. Okay, so let me remove this one and let me run this one. So I believe you guys understand that what for loop is doing here. So you can go through that in this dictionary, unique dictionary, it is storing like order ID. In order ID, how many unique values are there? It will show everyone. There is a NaN value. I don't know. It's left there. I think it should be also removed. So there is this is everyone is a unique here. Okay, in the product column you can check that the this is the unique values out there, and in order quantity order you can check that there is a NaN. I need to remove this NaN. I don't know why it's not removed everywhere for, but I need to remove. Okay, so and then you need one more thing you need to visualize here, that in quantity order there is in one value which is in this column is quantity order. You need to visualize here. You need to make in mind that in this column name there is a one value which is quantity order. I think, and in every value like price each, you can check that here there is one more value which is price each. Like column name are already I don't know how it's inserted, but in column value is present. So I need to remove this one as well, because it will create the problem in understanding and visualizing data. And in order date column there is also order date. I think it's okay, but in purchase address there is a column purchase address are present. Okay, so I need to remove this one from like each column. So what I'm doing next, so let me remove this. Okay, removing inconsistent data from the columns. Okay, so I got through here that in the column there is a inconsistent data are present, so I need to remove, because quantity order only contain the numbers, how many quantities are ordered, that should be containing. But there is a one value which is quantity order is present in quantity order column, so I need to remove this one. So I will do like manually, or I will do smartly with the for loop. So again I'm taking unique variable is the dictionary, then I'm running one for loop which is I in df column. So it will contain all column name, and I will iterate on column name. So I'm doing that. I'm dropping each column name which is presented in this same column. Like in the quantity order there is a quantity order present in the same column, so I wanted to remove that one, that's why. So drop bill remove, it will check that order, like quantity order in the data frame is present in the same like a column. If it is, then it will drop. Okay, again I am just storing the unique value in this. So now if I run here, then you will got to know that now you can check in the quantity order this is removed from here. Okay, and order date everywhere from every column, the column name are removed. Okay, so now it's also like a clean here. And now moving to next part, which is checking inconsistent data type. Okay, which I already told you in the upper part. So now you can check here, ordered ID is object, product is everyone is object here. So I need to change according to the data type, because order ID you can change it, make it like a integer, product name can be object, quantity ordered should be integer, so it should be do. Okay, now I will do what I'm doing, renaming column name. So why I'm renaming column, because there is a order space id, so I don't want to like this, I wanted like order underscore id. And if there is mention only product, then I wanted to product name. There is quantity order, so I wanted to quantity order this. Okay, so if you want to do this you can do, otherwise it's up to you. Okay, it's your choice. So I'm just doing, and then doing in place true. In place true means it will reflect and change in the same data frame, that's why I'm doing in place true. Now again I'm if checking the df dot column, you can check the sorry, I did not run this. If you run this, then you will check the column name has been changed with this data frame. Okay, now I'm checking inconsistent value in the data frame. So I just wanted to check that how many values are present in the data frame, and which type of value is present. So certainly let me run this. So I'm just running this one. So once I run, so I got here that order ID this containing 5 values. Okay, order ID this containing 4 values. Like this is like a order ID is duplicated. It means this order ID is like this person is ordering multiple type product. Okay, so that's why this order ID doing 5 orders. Okay, so that's why it's showing. So you can check every column name with values that like USB-C charging cable, or this type of order is got there. Okay, lightning charging cable ordered this number. Okay, so you can check here. Now by every order you can understand this. Now come to the changing data type of columns according to the data. So initially I checked that here, that what the data type of the column. So I check the data type where I check here. Everyone is object, but I wanted to according to data type. So I'm just changing here. You can check how I'm changing the data type. So I'm just saying that in the data frame order id equal to data frame order id dot as type int a. Okay, So as type is using to change the data type. In the bracket, what the data type you want, you can put that data type name. Okay. So order ID I make integer, and quantity ordered I make integer. Product price, it should be float, because price can be in float value, that's why I take in float. And order date I make in like a date format. Okay, so for the date you can choose pd dot to underscore date time, and then you can pass the like a column data frame order date, and you can give the format that month, date and year and hour and minute. Okay, so by this way you can like change the data type for your column. So I'm just running this one. So once you will run here, and your data type may be changed. Let me check again. df dot column df dot d type. Okay, so I think I got one error. What is the error here? Convert. Okay, nan value. Okay, so in initially you saw here that nan value are present. So let me, I think, remove that one, but unfortunately it's not removed. So what I will do, I will do remove by drop na. It should be it run all. Okay, once you will run, you can check that it is removed or not. So now it's, I think it's removed from here. So let me move next part. Okay, so now it's removed from everywhere. You can check once you will run this. You can check nan value is not present now. Okay, you can check here also. Nan value was visible in this column, but now it's not visible because nan value are removed by drop na. Okay, again I'm just running this one column. Renaming column name is also is okay. Okay, it's renaming okay. Checking inconsistence value, I just check it is okay. Now coming to the year. Okay, so now you got here that your order ID changed into integer data type, product name changed into object data type, or quantity order into integer, product price into float, order date into date time, and purchase address is object data type. Okay, so I believe you got to understand that how data type is going to change by this way. You can just remember that as type is using for the changing data type, and you can put here the like data type name which in data type you want to change. Okay, now move to the next part, separating month name or date from the date time column. So why I am doing this, because if I perform the calculation analysis based on the month, so I need to separate month from that data. Okay, because let me show you, you can check uh, month, where is this? Yes. Okay, order date, there is a like a date, complete date is mentioned, then also hour and minute and second. Okay, so I wanted to make a separate month, because I wanted to in the like in future, if like later if I visualize and analysis, performing analysis on the base of month, if want to find any data according to the month wise, so I need the month. That's why I'm just taking separate the month. Okay, so how you are separating the month, I'm doing that df order date, then pd dot to date time, and then df order date. Okay, so it will like give the month. Okay, again I'm just doing df month name, then pd dot order date dot dt dot str and time b. It will give the complete month name, which is, let me show you how it will give. Okay, So again you can check that df, in the df dates, this column will be created in your data frame. Month name also will created in this data frame, and time column name will created in this data frame, date also created, hour also. So everything is created in the data frame. Initially you can check in your data frame is only till purchase address, but new data column will be created now from when I will run this code. So let me run this. Once I run, let me show you the data frame. You can check now. Okay, so there is month name, April, date, time, day, hour. Everything is created what I written here. Okay, date, time, day, hour, month name, everything new like a column are created in this data frame by this way. Now let me move to the next part, which is separate numerical and categorical data. So why I am doing numerical and categorical data separately? Because I wanted to check that is there any outlier in our data set. Then by like, because in the categorical data you can check, you cannot check the outlier. That's why I need only numerical data type columns, which is data type having numerical. So you can take a separately from that, so that you can perform analysis on that. So I'm just doing renaming like cat means categorical, num means numerical. Okay, so in cat data, in the data frame, I'm just taking the list, which is, let me show you first this one. Okay, let me take a part like this. So you got to know here that by this code what I'm doing that I'm running for loop. You can understand this much first. So this is like df dot column will take the column name from the data frame, and it will I will iterate on this column name. Then I am giving the condition like if condition, and in if condition I am saying only take only those column name which is object data type. Okay, I'm just saying that here you will put column name, then it will d type will give the data type. So once I object data type will come here, it will match with this, and that column name will take only. So there is a product name, purchase address, month name, date, time, day. This is taking as a object data type. Okay, so it means this is the categorical data. Okay, now then I'm just taking in the data frame. So it is considering in the data frame, so I'm just running the variable name cat. So once I run the cat variable name, you can check here all categorical data are stored separately in cat variable. In this you cannot see that any data which is numerical data. But in the numerical data, num data, you can, if I run this num, you will check here that quantity order is a numerical data type, product price is a numerical data type, hour is a numerical data type, but this time it should be come in the categorical data, but I will remove from here, no problem. Okay, so and you let me show you how you got that numerical data. So I did the same thing but I considered you can check here I am just comparing only object, because in the category I need object data type in categorical data, but in numerical data I need integer and float also, but not order id. Okay, order id, because I don't want to check the outlier in order id. Okay, I will check the outlier in product price and quantity order. That's why. Let me move to the next to check the outlier. So how you will check the outlier? And first of all, let me tell you what is the outlier. Maybe somebody know that what is the outlier. So outlier is the value which is beyond that range. So how you will decide that what is the range? So there is a value for like upper bound, upper limit, lower limit, and like a quartile range. So guys, let me check the outlier in our data, in this numerical data. So before that, let me explain that what is the outlier. Okay, so let me explain by this way. So you can just see this image. So in this image, this is like a kind of box plot graph, and this graph is showing that this is your minimum and this is your maximum value, and in between there is a q1 and q3. Okay, so in between q1 and q3, that value or that data is called IQR, like interquartile range. So in this range what the value is coming, that is called like a IQR. Okay, and this is your minimum value of your data. This is the minimum value of our data, and this is the maximum value of your data. So like if any data between minimum and maximum, that is like considerable in your data, but if any value outside minimum like this side, and any value which is outside a maximum value which is out of this, that is called outlier. Okay, so you can see that there is a two ball outside maximum value which is called outlier. There is also two values which is outside the maximum value, or sorry, minimum value, that is called outlier. So how you will calculate the minimum and how you will calculate the maximum and how you will calculate the IQR, I will see in the our Python Jupyter. So Q1 is also called 25 percentile. Okay, Q3 is also called that 75 percentile. Okay, so let's move to the Jupyter notebook and let's show you the how outlier in our data. So I just plot the box plot using the SNS. SNS is the Seaborn library, and I'm passing the num data which is already seen here. You can see in the numerical value, order quantity order is the numerical, and product price is the numerical. So here is a high chance to be the outlier in product price. Okay, quantity order maybe it's not there, but once you plot, I saw here that quantity order there is a no outlier because everything in this range. But in the case of product price, there is a value which is out of the maximum value. So it means this is the out of the range. This data is out of the range. That's why it is visualized that this is out of the range. So dot is showing after maximum value. Okay. So I need to treat this data because this data is inconsistent and it can affect your result. That's why you need to remove this outlier. So for removing this outlier, there is a lot of a method to remove this outlier. So let me see how we will remove that outlier. So before that, I need to find this value, maximum value, minimum value, Q3 and Q1, and the IQR, which is the range of this one. Okay, so I'm just finding Q1. I just shown you that Q1 is a 25 percentile, Q3 is 75 percentile. So let me find the Q1 and Q3 in our data. So Q1 means num dot quartile 25 percentile. Okay, so I got in Q1, and if I find Q3, which is num dot quartile 75 percentile, then so I got that Q1 and Q3, but now I wanted to find that IQR. It means interquartile range. So what is that interquartile range in our data? From here to here is called interquartile range. So what is that range? You can check is Q3 minus Q1. Like from here to here, if you want to range, then definitely you will subtract from Q3 to Q1, you will get IQR. Okay, then I also wanted to maximum and minimum, like upper value and lower value. So how you will find IQR upper? Means like in Q3, if you add 1.5 into IQR, then you will find this data point, and if you subtract from Q1 minus 1.5 into IQR, then you will find lower value. Okay, so I did everyone. So let me show you every data here. If I find Q1, then you can check the minimum, like Q1 value, like in this data, our data is a Q1, it's like a 25 percentile data. This is what you can check in the product price is 11.95. If you check Q3 in this num data, then Q3 product price is 150. Okay, if I check IQR upper, then you will find 375.075. It means this is value like 357.057. Okay, so this point value is what? It's 357.075. Okay, let me check lower value. If you check the lower value, then you will find like minus 195. If any data point out of this, then it will be outlier. If any data point which is out of upper IQR upper, like if any data point which price is greater than 357, that will consider as a outlier. Like here, like this data point is 357, but this is more than this is more than this, that's why it is showing as a outlier. Okay, so I believe now you got to know that how you will detect the outlier and how you will visualize the outlier through the box plot graph. Let me move to the next data, how you will remove the outlier from your data. So there is a multiple method to remove that outlier. Directly you can delete this outlier values from the data. It will be removed from the outlier from your data. But if you remove that data, it can be data, if you have like a less number of data, then it should be not better idea to remove that data. Okay, because I don't want to remove any customer order, that's why I don't want to remove. So you can replace by mean or replace by median. You can replace by anything. So I wanted to remove by mean for to the outlier. Okay, so for removing this, what I am doing, I am just checking in our data frame. Let me show you the data frame. I am just checking in this data frame that the product price which is greater than the upper quartile range, like this IQR upper. So any data which is 357, greater than 357, that is called outlier. So I am just checking this in this column, if any data which is greater than this, or in this column like product price column, if any data is lower than less than lower quartile range, then that data is called outlier. So I am just detecting this one, and then in the product price I just wanted to replace that data by product price by dot mean. It means it will take the mean value. I am just showing the mean value here. Okay, if you wanted to check here, let me show you the mean value. You can check. So product price mean value is what? It's 77.80. Okay, so this value, by this value your data will be replaced. So I'm just running this code, and then again I wanted to check that in our product price column is there any outlier. So if is there any outlier, it will be visible. Now you can check that there is no any outlier in our data, because I replace that outlier by mean of this product price. Okay, so you can check that there is no outlier. Okay, now I remove the outlier. Let me take a revision here. I just found that Q1, Q3 and IQR upper and lower. So then after I just got to know that what is our IQR value, what is our 25% quartile, what is your 75% quartile. Then according to that I replace I visualize our outliers. Then after I removed outlier by mean by replacing mean. Okay, so I think now our data is good to work on that. So again I'm just in the it's EDA part, I'm just doing described. So describe means, in the describe what you will do, once you will describe method will give you the count, mean, standard deviation. mean, 25%, 50% of data, 70% of data, and maximum. So why I am doing num? Because it's calculated only on the numerical data type. In the categorical, how you will calculate mean and how you will calculate minimum, how you will calculate maximum. So that's why I am taking num dot describe. Okay. So in the num data there is a like a quantity order, product price, and hour I should be removed from here. I don't know why it's showing. So let me run this. Move another performing analysis and data frame. Okay, so now I'm just going to perform the analysis on data frame. So I got here, and in this data frame it's your clean data. In this, outlier has been removed, null value has been removed, duplicate value has been removed. Okay, and now like I separated the month, date, time, day, hour, is everything is separated from in this order date. So I wanted to like insert between insert comma between state and zip. Okay, why I am doing here? It is also important if you like take any kind of visualization in between state and zip code. Okay, so this is the address. In this address, I wanted to make separate state and zip code. So how you will separate? You can take like comma between state and this zip code. Okay, so that's why I'm doing here. So how you will do, like I'm just taking like a variable name state underscore zip dot is underscore split. So the column name is purchase underscore address. I'm just taking that column name, then I am doing dot str dot or split n equal to 1 expand true. So n equal to 1 means that it is separated by 2, like it will take separate state name and zip code. It will take in two part. Okay, then again I am doing that concatenating both thing, because it will make in separate column. It will make a separate two column. Okay, so I am just concatenating. It's a 0 by 0 and 1, so it will be put comma in between. Okay, so this is the concatenation, like a plus sign is concatenating the comma. Then I am just storing again in the purchase address. So once I will run this code, you will got to know here. You can check here, there is a comma reflecting between the state and zip code. Okay, now move to the next part. What I am doing here, separating state, city, like street, city, and state and zip from the purchase address. So how I'm like separating? By using the comma. Okay, so I'm just taking the like column name address dot str dot split comma dot str 0. Okay, then 1, then 2, then 3. So everything is like separated. This is the city, like this is the like street, this is city, this is state, this is zip code. Okay, so this is called like 0, this is 1, this is like 2, this is 3. So everything is separated, and I am just adding the column in this our data frame. So in data frame, next column will come street, city, state, and zip. Okay, so you can, once I will run this code, you will get to know. Okay, so you can check this side, street, city, state, and zip or in separate column. Why I am doing this? Because I wanted to like perform analysis on state basis, city basis, and zip code basis. That's why I took the separate in our data frame. So now our data frame is column are increased. Initially it was 6 only, but now it's increased. Let me check the shape of data frame. That shape, then you will find, sorry, so now column is 15. Initially it was 6, but now it's 15 column. Okay, and rows are 1,85,686 rows. So now I'm just going to start visualization. So how you will to take the visualization? question which is this is the 9 question. So I will solve a step by step every question, and by the visualization. Okay, so what I will do first I will find the I'm having to solve first question, which is finding sales trends month wise. So what I need to do, I need all month and sales according to that month. So what for that, first of all I will just find the data, and then I will apply the visualization, like prepare the chart for that. Okay, so what I did here, first I did like a group by with a month. So I group by month with like a product price. Okay, so I took the product price and month and group by with the month. Okay, then I took the sum of that and sort that value. So if I run this code, then what you will get, let me show you. Now you can see here I group by it with the month name. Okay, so this is the index name, which is month, and this is the product price. So month wise it is added the product price. So in January month, the product price was this, in September this, in February this, August this. Okay, now actually I don't need price only, I need percentage, that in which month the percentage sales is there. So I just find the percentage sales as well. So in how you will find the percentage sales, so every month you need to divide the total price, then you will find the percentage sales. So I did same, like month sale, and then I did like a month sale product price dot sum. So it will, this code will add your like a product price, every month product price. Let me show you. So this is the sales in like 1 year, like 12 month data. Then what I'm doing, I'm multiplying by 100 and then taking round off. Okay, so it will, complete code will find the percentage sales of each month. You can see here, in January 5.28% was sales, and in September it was 6.14, in February 6.46, like this. Okay, so what I need to do, I just wanted to sort this value. So for that I just did here percentage sales sort value month wise, and ascending equal to true. Okay, so this value will be sorted, already it's sorted. You can check, here is the 5%, 6%, and 7%, 8%. Okay, so this is the value what I need to find with the question. So question was finding sales trends month wise. So this is the month, and sales trends, like how sales are increasing and the month wise. So same thing for this data I need to visualization. So for that I just written this code to plot the chart. So let me run this code so that you can see the graph like chart. Then later I will understand that how this code is written here. Okay, so let me run this. Once I run, you can see here, for the same data, for this data I just plot the chart, which is the bar chart. So bar chart saying that in January, percentage sales was 5.28. You can say check in data, in January it was 5.28. Okay, now like sales increasing according to month, but after January, the after January, September sales were little bit increased after January. Okay, and then February increase, then August, then June, like this. So like maximum sales was in December and minimum sales was in January. Okay, and in October also it was 10.78%. So by this, by seeing this graph, we can visualize and make a conclusion that in which month sales is high. So for that month you can make a stock enough for that product to sell easily. Okay, because if you don't have stock, then you cannot sell the product. So that's why, for by seeing this graph, I can write the conclusion that to increase sales, make enough stock in April, October, November, and December month, because in this month sales is high. So if you have enough stock, and if you run the ad, if you give the a discount offer, then this month sales can be increased. So this is the conclusion. So let's see that how I just plot this graph. Okay, so what I did, so this is a like a plt dot figure fixed size 15 comma 7.5. This code is showing that this side of this complete like a chart. Okay, this is the size, length, and width. So 15 is the length and 7.5 is the height of this graph. You can change according to your size, whatever you want. Now this part is plotting the graph. Plt.bar. Plt is the library for Matplotlib, and bar means like you need to plot the bar graph. Okay. So I am taking in axis is percentage sales dot index. So this means this is the value. This value I wanted, this value, it means I wanted to this value in x-axis. That's why I written percentage sales dot index, because this is the index, this is the index value. Okay, and then I written that height equal to percentage sales product price. So in percentage sales I want product price in the height, because height is showing according to this number. So number is like say 5.28, then it will be this much, and it will be 6.14, then little bit high. So according to value your bar height will be decided here. Now I am mentioning the color. So there is a like 12 month and 12 color I mentioned here. So you were thinking that how I can write this color. So you can go simply to the chat gpt and ask for light color name, light 12 color name. So chat gpt will give there, and you can just put here, so that you can get like a different color. Okay, so with the help of this I am just plotting the graph. Okay, you can, if you check only this code, let me add another cell here and run this code, you will find this. Okay, because in this code I did not add the like size and you can see here it's overlapping. So for that everything I just written one more like code there. So which is like one more thing in this graph, you can see I did your values is not mentioned on top of the graph. So for that I did something here. Let me explain that also, so that you got to know that how you will get like this percentage over top of the bar. Okay, so I run this for loop, and in for loop I take I comma j in enumerate percentage sales value. So what enumerate function will do? So enumerate will take index number and values also in this. Then I and j will iterate on this. I will iterate on this and j will iterate on values. Okay, so that's why I take the enumerate function here. Okay, next plt.text. Plt means like matplotlib library choosing here, then dot text like this text value. So I just wanted to text value, that's why I choose the text, and in this text I pass that percentage sales dot index. It means I'm just passing the this index, this one January, February, like month name I'm passing, and then comma percentage says that value dot I, like I will choose here the value of that according to that index. Okay, now I am adding offset. What is the offset? Offset I just decided here that offset is the maximum sales percentage sales, like this value came and take the maximum and into 0.01. It means it is creating the space between this bar graph and this. If you like increase this one, that like this can increase also. Let me show you, you can check. Once I change 0.01 in 7, then its a height increase, space between both is increased. So that's why I just choose the offset. Let me put 0.1 here again. So now it's like proper visible, so that I just took the 0.01. Okay, so this is the offset is doing here. Now like str is the format, j in percentage, like I just wanted to show everything percentage, that's why I choose the strf is the format, and j is the value which is coming from this enumerate function in this j. So that value is coming here, and that value is visible to here in percentage, because I took the percentage here. Okay, so and also one thing is ha is the horizontal, so how much it is center, so it will take everything in center, that's why. So now let's see that what is this code. Let me understand what this code is doing here. So plt dot title. So this will make a title over the your chart. So I just written here percentage sales month wise. So that title is added over the chart, top of the chart. Okay, and plt dot x label, it will be the label here in the x axis, which is month. Just I written month here. Okay, now plt dot y label, it will add the label in the y axis, so it is percentage. Okay, and one more thing, plt dot show. Plt dot show means like you want to show the your chart, your graph, that's why it's using plt dot show. So I believe now you got to know that how you will plot your bar chart, and how you will use for loop to like uh, for this level, like a percentage values over the bar graph, every bar graph. So this is like a very common code you can use in every bar graph, so that you can make a add this values over the bar graph. Okay, so just remember this one, and this is also very common for every chart or graph, so that you can add in every graph. Okay, and this is also is a very common for every chart or graph, because this is the figure size. So this is the complete image size, like a figure size, what is the length and what is the breadth of that. So you can adjust from here according to your visibility. And this is the code for plotting the bar graph. I just took the x-axis and index value, and in the height I take the price value, and this is the color name. So which color is visible here, that color name I written here, that is the code. Okay, so I believe you understand properly that how I plot this graph. Okay, now let me move to the next. So I just written here the conclusion as well, that by seeing this complete bar chart, and I understand that sales are increased in December month. Okay, and sales are very less in January. Okay, because in the December month there is a festival in the USA, so most of people are doing the shopping in the December month. That's why in the January again they are not going to shopping. That's why it's the minimum in January, and December on is peak. Okay, now move to the next part, which is what is preferred day most people place the order. So I just wanted to find the day, which day the people doing placing the order more. So I written this code, which is like a day and order id. I just grouping this day and order id. So day wise I grouped that order id and counted that how many order id are there for particular day. That's why I can got to know that on which date most order are placed. Then I'm just counting that order id, and I'm just sorting that order id according to ascending order. Okay, so let me run this code and see that how the data is presenting. You can check there. In the Friday there is a 26,214 order placed, and in like a Thursday there is this much. So like this data is increasing continuously. Okay, according to day. Okay, so for this data I will plot the graph. So for that graph I just written this code. So it's very common, this is the common for every graph, so I'm not going to explain in every graph this one. And this is the offset value, which is adding here to make a space between the this number value between the over the bar graph. And this is the code for plotting that graph. Okay, if I run only this one, you can check here. Let me add one cell. Let me zoom in first. Okay, so let me run this one. So once I run, you can have a visible. Okay, so on Friday it was this, on the Thursday, Wednesday, every day it is visible here. Okay, so if I run this complete code, let me remove this one. If I run this complete code, you got the values as well. On Friday, how much order is placed, on Thursday, and how it is increasing day by day. Okay, so maximum order placed on which day, you can check here. Is the on Tuesday they placed maximum order, and then Sunday and Monday, and very less order placed in which day, which is Friday. So maybe the people is very busy on the Friday, that's why they're not placing the order. And on Tuesday maybe like people getting the time, that's why they are placing order more on Tuesday. So like customer should have a knowledge about that on which day most of people is placing order. So companies like a client is doing what they are making stock available on this day, so that customer can purchase maximum products. So conclusion of this is to increase the sales, make enough stock available on Monday, Sunday and Tuesday, because Tuesday is high and Sunday is also, and Monday is also. Okay, that's why. So I believe you understand this code. This is the like a plot method using here to like plot this chart graph. So I use the line style is single dash, it means like it's a line. If you put here is a one more dash, your line will be visible in dash format, like. Okay, so I believe you understand that how you plot the graph and how you understand this and how you make a conclusion on this. Now moving to the next, finding top 5 most selling product. Okay, so how you will find that? So first of all, I need to like a product name and quantity order. By this I can understand that which is the top of like 5 most selling product. So what I did, I just did the group by with product name and the quantity order. So if I run this code, okay, let me run this first. If I run this code, then you will understand. Okay, now this is the product name, which is all product name mentioned here, and the quantity order. So 20 in monitor is order 4126, and this product is this much. So this is not in sorted order, so for that I just use the sort value, and in the sort value I put the quantity order. According to this value it will be sorted, and I wanted in ascending order, that's why I put in ascending order. So let me run this code now. So once I will run this, you will get in like I did ascending order is false. False means like your order will be in descending order. So maximum order place like a triple A battery 4 pack is maximum times place, which is like 30,986 time. Okay, and double A battery 4 pack is ordered how many times? It's 27,615 times. So I wanted to top 5 most selling products. So how you will get? I will I just shortlisted here in the decreasing order. So this is the top 5. This is the top 5. So I wanted to this data only. So for that what I will do? I will do simply head 5. So for head, once I will do head 5, I will get what? Let me do here dot head 5. Head 5 will give only 5 top 5 records. If you not put 5 here, then also it will by default is giving the only top 5 records. Okay, so this is the data. So let me remove this code here because it's the same thing written in top. So now I rename this with the top sales product. You can run this, so I will get this. So for this data I need to plot the graph. So how I will plot? By similar manner. So this is the code. It looks like wig, but it's not wig. I plot like a bar chart by this code. Okay, then I like you know this code already, and you know about this code already, because this for loop enumerated over the index and values, and that value will be visible over the top of the graph, bar graph. So let me run this code so that I can understand properly. You can check here. Now this is the top five like product name and the values, that how many times are sold out this product and this product and this. So the AAA battery is sold out maximum time, so this is like a high, and then this product, then this product, and this. And this is the bar graph showing that light color is showing that less value and dark color is showing maximum value. That's why this is the dark, and this is decreasing the darkness. Okay, so this is the very light and this is the very dark. So by this by seeing this like bar graph, I can understand that AAA battery is selling more, okay, than AA battery. So let me understand the code as well. So for that code, like for this type of color, what the code I written, everything is similar as earlier was I plotted, but like color is different. So for that I just written in the x-axis, I just put the index value of the top sell product, and in the height I did the like quantity order. Okay, and for color I just did the C map and normalize the top slash quantity order, and S color is black. So you can check the S color is black here. Okay, so normalize, I did here normalization for the quantity order, so that like a color is decreasing according to the product quantities. Okay, now move to the add the color bar. So this code is written only for color bar. Okay, so you can check that and you can add in your graph, so that you will get this color bar also here to understand the bar, that light color is less value or dark color is more value. So I believe you got on this. So, and this is the like a very common color for every graph, so I'm not going to explain every time, you can understand properly. Now move to the next, which is, and about the conclusion, you can understand properly that by seeing that graph, that in order to increase the sales, focus on top 5 product and start advertising these products. So this is the top 5 product you can advertise, you can give the offer, you can give the discount, whatever like a way to increase the sales you can do on this top 5 product. Okay, now move to the next part, which state ordering more product. So I just wanted to find the state name which is ordering more product. So for that I again did the group by between the state like a state and order id. Then I count that I did the similar thing as earlier I am doing. Okay, so it is, this code is a similar with like earlier code, so you will easily understand what is doing here. Okay, now I am finding the percentage. I don't want the value, I want the percentage, that which state is ordering more percent like product. So that's why I calculated the state order here, then either after added the like state total, and then multiplied by 100 and did I round 2. Round 2 means like I wanted 2 value after the decimal. So that's why let me run this one, so you will get to know. Okay, so this is the pie chart. I like represented this graph in the pie, so you can check this like how I plotted the pie chart. So it's very simple, plt.py, and you can just pass this order id like this one. Let me show you in next cell so that it will understandable. So yes, now you find the state name and the percentage according to the state. Okay, and it is also sorted in decreasing order. So maximum sales in which state? In California. CA it means California, NY means New York. So and second selling high selling state is New York, then Texas, then Massachusetts, then Georgia, then Washington, then Oregon, then Maine. Okay, so by this, and I need to plot the pie chart on this, so that's why I just plotted the pie chart. Then how I plotted, I simply use the plt.py percentage order state means this data, and giving the order id. So order id means this data I'm passing here. So it will take as a value, and in the I'm passing the index, this index I'm passing in the label so that it will be visible here. Okay. So, and also auto packed 1 f double percentage, which is reflecting here to show the data in format, in this format. Okay, that's why. And strength angle is 50. If you change this angle, that it will rotate. Like if I'm making 80, then you can check that this will be rotate. Now you can check it's rotating. So I just 50 is good enough to see visible. So that's why. Okay. Now plt dot title you know well, and axis is also, and so is also. Okay. So I don't want to explain again here. So I believe you understand that how you plot the pie chart and how you understand. So now let me visualize this pie chart. So you can check here, like California order 40%, and then New York, then Texas, then Massachusetts, then Georgia, according to the slices. You can got to understand, and also the visible this values as well, so that you can understand. Okay. So now you can give the conclusion according to this data, that how the data is selling, product selling. You can increase by checking this, that which state is ordering more product. So California, Texas, and New York is ordering more products, so you can advertise here in this state or give the discount, whatever method you need to increase the sales, you can apply in these states, so that your sales can be increased. Okay. Now moving to the next question, which is how price is distributed under by understanding by the violin plot. Okay, so there is a violin plot. For this plot, I can understand that how your price is distributed. Okay, so let me run this code first, then I can understand. You can check now here that product price distribution. Okay, so in this range, your maximum price is distributed in this range. In this range, from zero to this much, the maximum price is distributed. Then few price is distributed in this range, and then here, and few price is distributed in this range. Okay. Now, so I can understand this code as well. So I just choose the data. So which data? I choose the product price data from the data frame. Then I take the plt.figure. It's this code is simply giving the size of this graph. Okay. Now I'm taking the SNS.violin plot. SNS is the Seaborn library. I'm choosing violin plot from there and passing the data. Which data? It's the price data, which is chosen from here. Okay. Now I'm just taking minimum, maximum, average value. Just I just represented here that minimum value is what? For this data, minimum value is 2.99, maximum value is 300, and average value is 77.80, which is I saw earlier as well. And again, this is the same code for that, and this is the figure text which is visible here. That is code is written, that how it's formatted. That's the code here written. Okay. Now I applied the grid as well, so that understand that what the value is this. So this is the value is 300 on this, and more than this is the 300 plus value on top of this. Okay. Now move to the next part, that understanding price distribution sales trend by histogram. Same thing I'm understanding with the histogram. So it means I'm just wanted to show that how you plot the histogram here. So once I run, you will see the histogram. So histogram also saying the between 0 to this, around it will be 30, your price distribution, and then this price distribution, by the histogram you can understand. Okay. So plotting histograms is very easy also. Just plt.hist, and you can pass the price, which is a price value here, and give the wins color and edge color, nothing else. So by this you can plot the histogram. Okay. Now move to the next part, which is understanding price distribution sales trend by KDE. KDE plot, let me show you how is this. Let me run this. So once you will run it, it is also same thing, which is understanding the price distribution, how your price is distributed. So between this and this your maximum price is distributed, then between this and this your some price is distributed here also, and some price is distributed in around 300 as well. So as you saw in this like graph, and also you saw in boiling graph. Okay, so everything is same, all three graphs is same. So I just represented only that how you like understand the price distribution over the this plot. Now let me find a answer for this question, finding correlation between quantity, order and product price. So I need to check that what is the relation between quantity, order and product price. Like if like, someone is ordering more product, then product price is increasing or decreasing. So that kind of correlation I need to check in this uh, plot. Okay, so let me run this code. Once I run, so you got this plot, and you can understand that this is the quantity order and this is the product price. Okay, so one like quantity ordering, like this much price somewhere is this range and somewhere is this range, some order is on this range. So there is, I think there is no correlation I can understand according to like a price like quantity is increasing but price is not increasing according to that. Like it's not inversal proportion, that's why I can say that there is no correlation. But I can understand that most of people ordering maximum one quantity. You can see here is the more points are there. Okay, so I did plot this code by this I plot this graph by this code, which is plt.figure is the same for the size of this graph. Later I did plt.scatter is a function to plot this graph, and I pass this quantity order, and I pass the product price, then it will plot easily from this. Okay, so it's very easy to understand. Rest of thing is the same for every graph. Okay, now move to the next part, which is how many percentage quantity order based on the product name. So let me find the answer for this question, that how many percentage quantity order based on product name. So according to product name I wanted to check. So I did again in the group by with quantity order and product name. Then I add that quantities and sort the value. So if I run this code, then what you will get, you can check. Here is the product name and quantity order. Okay, so I did again in the percentage. So let me check the percentage of that. So if you check the percentage, so LG dryer is 0.31 percentage. So I think it's the minimum. So and maximum is a triple A battery 4 pi. Okay, so for that I like upload the graph as well. So let me run this code. Once you will run, you will find this. So I just sorted this increasing order. So LG dryer is the minimum percentage of the sale, and AAA battery is the maximum percentage sales, and I put the values, percentage values on every bar graph. And also this is the same, like this bar is showing that light color is minimum value and dark color is the maximum value. So this is the showing here. So by this way you can understand that which product is how many percentage are selling. So if you want to increase in like sales on some product, so you can understand that which product you can increase the sale easily. Like if you want to increase the sale AAA battery, you can go and you can for give the discount, increase advertisement like this on this product, then it will be easily increased. Now let me understand the code. It is also very simple to understand, because I plot the graph by this code, which you already understand this one, and color I chosen from this. Okay, C map. Okay, so this is the very normal thing, and I give the quantities in the quantity order on this array. Okay, now I write the for loop and enumerate it on this value, so that I can get the values on top of the bar graph. And again, this is the color bar. This code is for color bar, so you can write here to get this color bar here. Okay, and this code is similar to earlier because it's doing for title and x label, y label, like this. And one more thing, here is the x ticks. So this plt.xtick is doing the rotation 45-degree for this label, which is visible here. If you do like a 0-degree, it will overlap on each other, so that you cannot understand what is written here. If I do here like a 0 and run this code, then you can see it's not visible to for every product name to understand. That's why I did here is a 45 degree will be visible. Now you can check here. Okay, so now let me move to the next one, which is product order trend each hour in a day. Like hourly basis, I just want to check that how like product order is increasing. So I again did the group by with hour and quantity order, and then sum that. So if I run this time order, let me show you. First I run this. Okay, now you can understand. So every hour, like it's 0 hour means like at 12 a.m., that 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., like this. So it's a 24-hour records, and in each hour how many quantities are ordering by the customer. So this is showing here. So for this data I need to plot the graph to understand that thing. So let me show you the graph first. So this is the graph. So and the like a time of 12 a.m., more than like how much is 4420 quantities are ordered, like products are ordered at the 12 a.m. Then it's like like a time is increasing, and quantities, order quantities are decreasing also. Later at a 5 p.m. it's start increasing your order, placing the order product, and it's increasing and going top on the at the time of around 1 to 12 p.m. Okay, then later again it's decreasing ordering the product. Then after 3 p.m. it's also again increasing, then again decreasing at around 8 p.m. Then after it's continuous going to decrease. So by this graph I understand that how your product order is increasing and decreasing in the single day. Okay, so let me show this code for this. So this is like a code for group by order quantity and order hour. Then I plot this graph, which is like a line chart, and I took this in the line chart, and the marker o means like it's kind of dot. Okay, and color I choose sky blue, you can see here. And line, kind of like if you type the kind line, then you will get line here. Okay, now it is the similar to like earlier graph, so no need to explain this one. So I believe you got to understand that how this graph is represented your one day, like 24-hour product ordering. Okay, so you can understand here also it's the data showing that in which hour, like how many products are ordering. So maximum at the 12, then again it's decreasing. So you can understand now how much percentage product order, how much percentage product orders by each city. Earlier I checked hourly basis, now I wanted to check with the like city. So let me run this code first. So once I run, like every city is mentioned in the index, and quantity order in this. So I did the group by with the city and quantity order, and then I sum that order quantities and sort according to the quantity order. So it is sorted already. Some San Francisco, which is in California, is ordering more product than Los Angeles, California is all second most, then New York, then Boston, Dallas, Texas, Seattle, Portland, and Austin. Okay, let me plot the graph for this data so that I can understand easily. Let me plot, run this code.
So you will got to know, you can check that. San Francisco ordering more percentage, like 24% of data ordering from the San Francisco only, then later from the Los Angeles 15.9, and New York 13.36. So according to this, it is decreasing the like a percentage order product. Okay, so I can understand by this like a graph that you can increase your sales in these cities in San Francisco and Los Angeles and New York, so that like your sales can increase easily. Okay, because for this state and city customer is ordering more product. So let me understand the code for this. So you know about this code, earlier I used an offset is also, so plt.bar also you understand, and for loop also you understand. This is used for this value to place over the bar graph, and this is also understand. So it's very easily to understand, only understanding the data about this. Okay, so now let me move to the next question, and which state contributing more on sales and order quantity. So I'm just checking that which state ordering more sales and how many percentage of sales are there and how many percentage order are there. Okay, so I did the group by with the state, product, price, quantity, order, and I group by with the state name, and then I added that values. Okay, so let me run this so that I can understand easily. So once I run this, I got this table here. So in this table there is the index, which is like a state name, then product, price, quantity, order, percentage sale, percentage order. Okay, so on this stage ordering, the price is like a total price is this much, and quantity order this much, and I just found the percentage sales and percentage order also. Okay, so I need to plot a graph according to this data, but I don't want to plot a price and quantity order, so I need to remove this one. So I found the percentage sales and percentage order here. You can check that it's a, I created one column on this is a percentage sales for this column, and then I just divided each price by total price, then I will get to the percentage sales. Okay, and multiplied by the 100. Again I found the, I added one more column in this data frame, which is percentage order, this column. Okay, so this column is added how, like I divided each values with like total price and multiplied by the 100, then I got the quantity order. So I got this column. So I'm just running one more code to drop this and this column, so that I can plot the graph between this and this and this. So I this code, let me run this. Once I run this code, then I will remove that two column, like product, price and quantity order. So I did the in place true, so that in the same data frame it will be changed. So now I got this data, so I plot graph for this. So I plot the graph also here, you can check this. So this is the like state, quantity, price, this data frame, and then I plot kind equal to bar and edge color black, so you can check here. So in the like California state, they are ordering more product, more percentage product and quantity as well. You can check here, 39.75% sales coming from the California, and they are ordering 39.94% of the quantity. So I plot the same, that's why it's looking similar, slightly more in the quantity order in the California, and in the Georgia like percentage sales is little high more than the quantity order. In the Massachusetts is like similar, and Maine is also, New York is sales is little bit high than the quantity order. Okay, in the Oregon it's slightly, I think it's similar, only slightly quantity is like high. In the Texas, sales and quantity order is exactly similar, and in Washington, sales is little bit high than the quantity. Okay, so I think now I completed all like 9 question and visualize on that. I understand that how I can plot the graph, how can I understand the data, and you can see that I why I did the separate the month and city and all these things.
So guys, we completed this visualization. Also we saw how to perform EDA and how to solve the question. Now we will move next to see the PPT report of this project. So for the report we can prepare this report either in Microsoft PowerPoint or Microsoft 365. So let me go to the Microsoft 365 online. So let me go to the new tab and then let me type here Microsoft 365. So once you will come on this website, you just simply log in here, and there is a multiple thing like you can use the document, presentation, workbook, everything. So I'm just choosing the PowerPoint. It's the presentation. So once you will open here, there will be like a multiple sheet will be available. Like from here in the home tab you will find this, so you can check it out. Once you will click here, you will find multiple theme. So whatever theme you wanted to choose, you can choose. I'm just choosing this one. Okay, so this is the same. Now you can choose the design from this site. So whatever design you like, you can choose there. So like I'm just wanted to this one, you can choose simply. Okay, now let me show you. Actually I already prepared the report for this, so let me show you how I prepared the report, and then you can understand. So my report is I think here. Yes, this is the report. So yes, this is my report for of this project, which is already prepared. So let me show you how I prepared. Let me do it in full screen. So now it will be better visibility. So I just prepared the report of this project making USA year 2019 sales data analysis, and I written the meaningful insights, problem statements, and conclusion. Then I slightly give the overview of the data whatever I use. So I mentioned that I use the USA 12-month sales CSV data, and each file containing 1,86,850 rows and 6 columns. And even I mentioned the date as well, on which date I preparing this report. So now if I move to the next slide, so in the next slide I just put all kind of question whatever going to solve there, and and next I'm moving. Then I'm just doing like what I'm just putting like question name, whatever I'm just finding in this graph, and then I'm giving the conclusion after seeing this visualization and the graph. So like this is the finding sales trend month wise. So there is a month and it is the sales. So how sales increasing according to month. So after seeing this graph, I'm just saying in the conclusion that to increase sales, make enough stock in April, October, November, and December month, and run ads of this. So whatever logic you are using to increase the sales, you can detect the month in which month customer is ordering more products. So on that month you need to be aware that customer can order more, so you will be prepared for like offer and ads and whatever strategy you follow to increase the sales, you can do on that month. So in the next month chart, I'm just prepared what is the preferred day most people place the order. So according to day wise, I'm just putting here the what is the in which day the customer ordering more products. So you can check the Sunday and Tuesday is the highest ordering number, because on Tuesday most of people ordering the product. Okay, and then I mentioned the conclusion as well here. So by this way you can prepare the a PPT report. So you can check, I just prepare all chart. Okay, and I written everything about conclusion about of seeing this chart. Okay, so you can make report like this, you can check it out. Okay, now so you will thinking that how I got this. So this is the image only. So you can go to your here like a Jupyter notebook, and this is the image. You can right click here and save this image. Simply it will be saved in your system, then you can directly add in your PPT. Okay, so it's very simple to use this. So it was like a complete project of sales data, USA sales data. So guys, I believe that you understand everything about this project. So thank you so much for watching this complete video.